Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Seminoles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Out of the gun now on third down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and then come up with a first sack of the game.
And the Noles will line up to kick it away. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's a shotgun run call. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain deep into enemy territory. Ball down near the 30. The Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, He can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
They'll run it here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Perkins. Not much on that play. Brought down short. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. He knocks this one right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Of course, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. The Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out, and they get a drive going this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Sticking with the running game. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. There's really solid defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. 4th down, looking to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Finding space at the 20. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles.
Chris, what a play by this quarterback. 1 second, he's surveying the entire field, trying to find that open receiver. The next second, he just pulls it down, tucks the football away, picks up yards, and gets a touchdown himself. What a run.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Final play before the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Perkins. That's a strong play by the defense as time expires in the first period. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's running out of time here. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The Canes will send their punt team onto the field. Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Noles will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The Seminoles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they look to the right. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Offense in hurry-up mode. Short pass finds the tight end. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Quick throw. The catch is made. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. 4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. So we reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. The Hurricanes will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. And the Canes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Heading left after the handoff. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Coming up, second down and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
PAT is good, so the deficit now just 3, 13-10. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of a half. Chance for just a couple more plays. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And the freshman brings him down quickly. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. There's a stiff arm. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it deep to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First play of the second half is a handoff. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
They look to throw it here on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Offense comes out to start this drive. He'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And the Seminoles are in the red zone. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete, even in a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Receiver in motion now. And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And in 1st down, they go right back to him. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Gets into space at the 50. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Canes offense is on the move now.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Using his legs here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Canes will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. The Hurricanes line up on 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the 1st down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Pre-snap motion from the offense. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for second and goal. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Here's a run call on third and goal. And now the defense able to bring him down.
I tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's fourth and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. He was on target with his first kick. This one is from just 26 yards out. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And he's got it already past the first down marker. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First and 10 play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, there you go. You saved your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the fourth quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
They'll run the option. Has the first down and more. Oh, and nothing but green grass pass ahead. But led out of bounds after another big gain. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. The Noles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the option play. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Oh, look out. The football is free. Defense has got the football.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive. And the Canes come up to the line in a hurry up. Press coverage now from the secondary. Snags the quick throw. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Back to throw again. Finds his man. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made on the right side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll hand it off. He's found some room at the 45. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. The offense really clicking here. Running back with the football. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Cards are in the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They get a great pass rush. Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
The offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. Handoff running right. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Cade's looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. This could be the biggest play so far. Fourth and goal. And this offense is down, needs this. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball is right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on fourth down.
And the quarterback just kneels down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team